Oh, I'm going to go and grab a drink, mate. I'm happy later.
I'll come back, yeah. How's the sunset? Are you capturing it? That's like, hey, so beautiful. Say again.
All right. All right, Cal, we're just gonna get on some good time. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
If you're feeling like there's no one else, if you switch around and find yourself, take without love. Don't wanna live without love. We're reaching for a minute. When you're down, feel safer, girl. You know, set you around to find yourself. Take reaching for the when you're down, feel safer.
We made it. Good. And good. David here, coming. You bet.
No, that food session's all set and ready to go now. And we'll be servicing from there at 5:30, 5:45. Yeah, from that 5:45. Yeah, so we'll do an hour service for the first 45 minutes. We'll young child up. You got it. You can't get any from it.
Pretty daddy on the inside. See you make me cry. You get my drama.
We have not built. alternative into yeah, that's exactly right. So you need to be spotted.
Swimming in treacle. So this is really top of time. When you look in, the platform I'm a salesperson. I'm acting with this guy. I think I've got 7 communications. You get to talk to the execs who want to talk to you. And then they get requests. So when that's the responsive, second one, is issues on chat to. You know, the end of the year, yeah. So you people that are out there saying, You know, the trust works. Speed. Speed of the customer. You know, it's really. Over years, you know, you got lots to do. So that's what we've got. Okay, let's do it next week. Get over here. Exactly. Where are you? Yeah, where are you? Come here now. Let's catch up. AJ, we're talking to CEO. between the CFO, the CIO, and the CTO. So many business problems using technology. For staff to put your flag so our company, all those companies, share it to everyone. They pay for food. It's the most simple, easiest thing. Hello. As well. I'll type it over again.
Okay.
I'm just getting a glass of water. You lot might want to go and sit down.
Are you ready?
Oh, are you ready? All right, everyone. It's almost 6. Steve Cox is in the room. Greg's waiting by the toilets.
I want to rock right now.
Come on, everyone. Let's go and sit down. Let's have a bit of a gas bag. Jackson, you can teach everyone how to run. Come on. That's it. Heart rate up 135. Belinda, go and sit. You can. Carly, you can sit down before you fall down. You all right? Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh. I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit. I'm good. Can we turn these lights down at the front? I hate lights. Is it Emma? Wow. We all done? Turn this one down a little bit. Welcome, everybody. This is actually quite nerve-wracking because I don't think I've spoken in front of a bigger crowd. So forgive me if my heart starts pounding a little bit. But thank you for all coming. Thank you for your support, for all of you supporters in here that have been with meetmagic for a while. I have nothing, no speech prepared. In fact, Georgia and I have just randomly introduced a second person who's going to speak after us because we want her to share with you what she's created. So what you're about to see here is really exciting for us. This is a culmination of probably the 4 or 5 years of looking for something that's different, interesting, and innovative. And we're getting to the point where we can get a couple of hundred people into a room at Salesforce, and we're getting quite a lot of attention in the market. I've got a call in review today. I'm interested in the board for business, which is really exciting. So we're starting to get to that point. Just kept going. I think so far we've given almost $2 million charities through the whole meetmagic thing. It's very exciting. Thank you. And this year, Georgia actually coined it meetmagic. I think that's pretty much what we're about to do here. So we spent a bit of background. We spent the past couple of years building a platform, it's a software platform for business leaders. And those business leaders that are, you're probably all targeted, and everybody else who's in a position here, they get targeted a lot by salespeople. In all this stuff happens every day. So we've created a safe space for the executives and the decision makers to come and meet people on their terms, on their time, when they software platform. And so now the software platform, once you have a meeting, you'll get given a voucher. The voucher is the digital impact you can then send to the charity, which is literally the world's first. No one's done there ever. We've created this ourselves. So if you can find it, you're in the same room when this thing is launched, or when it becomes a multi-billion-dollar company and we're getting hundreds of millions of dollars away, you were in the room where it started. So like Uber, if you don't know, they had parties for the taxi drivers. They brought all the taxi drivers there and got them drunk, and then they all went off and signed up to Uber and became Uber. So I'm not going to get drunk, actually, but feel free. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that's supported us to get us to here, especially Georgia, who I was searching for a co-founder. So just so you know, on a journey, startup, and eventually you get to a point in time where someone's come help you. I gave birth to it's very difficult to find someone that really ticks all. And those boxes would be really important. It was someone that's been through life, that understands it completely, is connected and everything else. And Georgia ticked every single one of those boxes. So I just want to say thank you. This is all because of Georgia, not because of me. This is all what George has done to help me get this going. So I want to say thank you for you.
If you also today, that's all, Carl. And I'm just so grateful to be
Now, I know you're all waiting to hear Rafael talk. I can't explain this. I sat with Rafael for 2 hours in London. I was actually going to meet my chief evangelist, Rory Sutherland. So everyone doesn't know, the vice chairman of Ogilvy in the UK is now a shareholder. He backs us 100%, loves us, he's connecting us all over the world. It's amazing. And he put me in touch with people over there. And I was sat with Raf, and it was 2 hours. We were talking about life, about love. We were talking about doing this together. We both got different background, and we were talking about all this stuff, what's happening in our house. It bonded, and it was the easiest thing to do was to say, I would love you to come over, so we can launch this card with the Raphael Rowe Foundation, so we can support the world. I'm really excited that Raphael's here. And if you've not watched his Netflix series, I don't know anyone on the planet who hasn't seen it. If you get a chance to talk to him, please do. The story there will inspire you, and they inspired me. So what we're going to do now, first of all, actually, I was going to bring you up, but I'm going to, you just stand, please. For those that don't know, this is really important to me because it's a wonderful time. Every time we have one of these events, I want to share the story because what Agnes has done for Australia is really quite remarkable. She's never been recognised for it. So I need to make sure that she gets recognised for it. So anybody that knows the Women's Weekly magazine with a trade cake, the birthday cake for you in music. Agnes is the original. So I want to just say thank you for all of your contributions. Agnes is literally a part of Australian cultural history. Because that goddamn cake has its own Louis TV show. I don't know if you haven't seen Louis, but it's its own show. So we're probably going to give that away to someone tonight if we can. But I think I should stop talking and bring people up. So I think we've got a couple of people to speak first before Raphael. We're keeping it really short, they're not going to be bored. Bring up the now, I met David and so and here's an amazing story. She's got an amazing product that she's about to launch. And this is complete off the cuff, wasn't written in the script. And I said, come on up and come and talk about what you're doing because she's an amazing human being doing some amazing stuff to help. So Anya, please.
Hi everyone. I'm definitely not the person. I'm the person that least belongs here right now, but really grateful to David and to Carl. And I think big round of applause to Carl and Georgia for that incredible evening tonight. So thank you. So that is Tanya. She's very ordinary, such an incredible girl. And the thing that makes me very different, not normal, is going home with a disability that none of you can see right now. My food pipe was connected into my air pipe going into my lungs and and instead of having 3 pelvic openings, I only have 1. So I have really expensive surgery. And even though I was very I'm more capable of and like many other people that actually look like me, invisible disabilities, they're not able to do. So we started a Women with Disabilities network to create entrepreneurial pathways for people like us. And since we did this about a year ago, we have managed to create 2 incredible product businesses. We're able to create futures for people like me and like the 20% of Australians that have a disability. So I'm incredibly sorry if anyone's noticed. Like, I don't just need toilet paper. I brought my own just because we ran out of it. So we have an incredible brand called Shit Happens. We have it and we have 100% recycled made in Australia. We also have an incredible coffee company called The Green Coffee because our idea is that we make everyday products that everyone can solve and you can support a disability owned business and we solve our own employment costs that actually haven't changed or shifted in my entire life. Despite dollars of investment by so many other people. So that's basically it for me. I'm so appreciative of the impact that you're all so grateful to be here. I don't necessarily feel like I belong, but I'm so feel like I'm doing these things thanks to my incredible mental health.
How can they find you?
Sorry, it's like a bit of this. You can purchase our toilet paper and wipes at shithappens with 2h's.com.au and against coffee.com. And the best way to support us is by buying our product as a business, as a household, because that is what's actually making the difference. And it's going to enable us to actually start more businesses for entrepreneurs. So thank you, everyone.
And I reckon, who gives a, whatever it's called, who gives a crap? Not this one, shit happens. It's way cooler. I just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors here. Obviously, Salesforce for giving us the room here. Can't thank you. George's relationship with this is ridiculous. And for Conga and Ron, Jamie, and Andy and the Conga team. Actually, to put them all up, I think Jamie, you can come up, Carly, come up, get the sponsors up here, and then maybe Emma and Larry. And then what we'll do is we'll just go through a couple of speeches in 2 minutes, so you're not bored. I can't thank Conga for sponsoring the whole journey with us here. I think we're a bootstrap startup. We've got no money. But we're put together with the support of some of these people, which is amazing. So we're very, very grateful for all their support. So what's going to happen every time the meeting happens? It's so it's really cool. We managed to get all of Lucy Lou, who's the founder of Air Wallets, and she gave us the approval to use all of her branding as well. So that's coming. So who's first? Who we got? Catalyzer. Oh, Catalyzer. Shit. Sorry. Yes. Right, so this is all not scripted, it's also not here. So I met Angela probably when I first started the whole meetmagic thing, 2016, 17. That's just a concept, just an idea that you were going to the journey. So the whole of the file that we've created is underpinned with the Catalyzer technology. So I want to introduce Angela and Catalyzer in a couple of minutes. Then more than me. Then we're going to
congratulations, Georgia and Carl, and I want to also acknowledge the female founders and entrepreneurs, with Agnes and the duct tape, and everyone, Georgia and everyone else. I think in the tech space, success stories and female founder in the tech space is something we're really proud of. Like Carl mentioned, we're really proud to partner with meetmagic to launch the Impact Card. I founded Catalyzer to go with my co-founder, and our mission is to really change the space of how corporates connect with charities and how everyone can change the world from their workplace and connect with charities and with their time, talent, and their treasure so that they can bring purpose into work. I was a corporate lawyer for 10 years before I founded Catalyzer. I was involved in volunteering and programs. The problem I wanted to solve was systems and technology to help with CRMs and engagement. But what about connecting staff to bring their whole self to work? Not everyone can work for a charity, but everyone can make a difference. So the Catalyzer software, we're a catalyst for connecting people and companies and with charities. So we provide software solutions for corporates to engage their staff. Also help them to measure that impact. So right now with the growth in ESG reporting and social impact, a lot of corporates don't need to do these programs, they also need to report on it. And so installing software Catalyzer allows us to streamline the processes and create impact. We're really proud to have over the 5 to 6 years facilitated around $20 million of impact, volunteering and direct actions. We're now expanding to Asia as well. And we're really proud to launch the Impact Card concept. And Carl, congratulations, Carl. I know we're doing lots of impact together.
Amazing. It's an amazing journey. I see what Catalyzer is doing in something like Deloitte size. It's really quite amazing. Conga, can't thank you enough for your support. Obviously, money goes a long way to startups. It really does. I think I cried. I think we were overseas. When we got back. I was literally. I shed a tear because it's the trust. The Lord says trust grows at the speed of a coconut. And it falls at the speed. It grows at the speed of a coconut tree and falls at the speed of a coconut. So thank you so much for your support.
Hello, everyone. It's truly a pleasure to be here tonight, representing my team from Tonga. A long time supporter of Georgia and the team at meetmagic. Successful businesses are required to focus on profit margins. And yet, I'm really excited tonight focusing on the opportunity to do really well in society. I spent almost 8 years at Salesforce, and they have a mantra: do well and do good. And it's really nice that we're hosting this event here at Salesforce. So, why do we get involved in meetmagic? So I'm part of the sales team across the Asia Pacific region, and it's not easy to connect with the like few people in this group. And so if we have a shared interest in the goal, it's actually a better way to start a conversation. Because a lot of my team have a conversation that we can have. So we're absolutely delighted to be sponsored tonight. Absolutely delighted teams get
Thank you. And I think if you really do want to solve the world's biggest problems, you need technology. You can't do it without it. Really perfect. Because you're going to have to meet with companies. You're going to have to meet with companies in cybersecurity. Who hasn't got cybersecurity on their brain right now? You got to be nuts, because I think most board members have. Probably one of the hottest topics out there. I met Jameson. His story we all come together as sort of biggest thieves almost. Story, how he started his life and what he's doing now. We were talking about this the other night. It's never about how far you've traveled. It's always about it. And Jameson's distance that he's travelled through, his journey from a kid, being on the streets, being homeless, people's credit cards, table, the government, solve and protect your stuff. That's the distance travelled, which is really quite amazing. Jameson threw money at us and said, I want to be in on this. I can't thank Jameson and the team at Divine enough, because he never turns up to the meetings. We set them up. And he goes, oh, sorry, I got dragged away by the federal cops. Not literally, but he's working with them, doing some really serious stuff. He's probably one of the few people in this room that's clear at a really serious level for the government. Come up here, my son. You are one of the most beautiful human beings on the planet.
The road the thing about so it's in line. Just want to share a story that Carl shared with me that he said something about him and why he does what he does, because that's all that matters. It's not about what people do so much, it's about what they actually do. So, I mean, hope is a powerful thing. In some ways, it's kind of like magic, in the sense that you don't know how or why, but sometimes it just works. It doesn't always work out as we plan. It's safe to say that at least at one point, everyone in this room is hoping for something in their lives that never came. Whether it's a hope for a better future, a promotion, or to change their ways, to give up bad habits. Was it because they didn't hope strongly enough? If so, how do you measure hope? The truth is that you can't. Not by its that is. Hope alone is like wishful thinking at best. The only real way to hope is by measuring the one thing that's hope in reality. And that's but it's not about how long someone hopes. I'm talking about how long they hope for and keep fighting for their dream without losing it or keeping the same from the start. Because there's hope. If our guest, our special guest, had just hoped, he wouldn't be here with us tonight. If he had just hoped alone, he'd still be sitting inside of a prison that would be his maximum security cell doing time for a crime he committed. So when I hear these stories, it reminds me of no matter what you're going through, there's always a way. And so I want to leave the story Carl told me some time ago. Take you back 20 years ago on a housing estate in one of the glorious areas of England. It was the middle of winter on a night. And I remember Carl saying that we had a chill that managed to get straight to your bone no matter how many layers you put on. There Carl was in a brick wall unit with no electricity and no gas in the middle of this all with a young baby. He could have sat there and hoped, but it wouldn't have done much. No other options. He rounded up whatever clothes he threw him in a bucket and lit a fire in the backyard to stay warm. I wonder if he was to go back and tell his past self where he was standing tonight, believe that future him ends up getting through it all. Fast forward to today with what Carl has done with meetmagic. I see that same hope and fight to make his vision a reality. It's funny they say that people don't see it, they only see this. As I look around this room, a lot of influential people. And it takes a lot of work to make this reality. It couldn't happen overnight. It wasn't just me. So many years ago, I remember joining some of Carl's webinars, and there was only me and one other person in the audience. At no point did he lose hope and give up. Over time, he kept showing up, the same energy, the same vision. Watching Carl's journey over time has been and continues to be an important reminder for me that there's always a way. You just have to keep showing up.
Yeah, it's funny, these stories of the distance travel, it literally is. My son's 34 now. Still smokes weed every day. He's a groundsman at he needs to stop the channel because he's got job grass. And that's winning, literally winning. So I'm proud of him because they tweeted him the other day and he was a groundsman pushing this thing on them. And he was really happy with it. But that morning he was 2 months old and there was no electricity and I had to feed him. So I literally got clothes and put a pot on top in the back of put some water in it. That was tears in my eye. I mean, if you get a chance to after this to watch one of Raphael's shows, there's one on 11 minutes long. If it doesn't bring a tear to your eye, there's nothing. It's literally that's. Yeah. Larry, come up here, son. So this whole meetmagic thing, this is quite ridiculous because Larry founded something very special. It's like a charity, bringing business leaders, to do for those charities. I was involved in a particular charity, helping them raise money. Anyway, on the very first day, the very first session, the very first thing that we created called the Growth Project. There's a few people in here that know that. I spurted out the words meetmagic, and that what are you talking about? Anyway, all those years ago, and here we are today, and Larry's still involved in all of that amazing stuff. In fact, the Growth Project now is in the UK, stuff over there, which is incredible. So Larry, thank you for your support. But for helping us bring Raphael here.
And that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Stand between, just got a short message, and it's one of really gratitude and respect. And I was there on day one when I feel the and it really is respect to you and our Georgia to see the people, and that is not just out of hope, it's absolute passion and drive, and never say no. We all of us have come to know of you, so congratulations to you. And where Magic is now, where will we come? Also, the gratitude and respect of the opportunity to work within a family foundation to amplify impact, using their time, talent, networks, and money into society, which is an absolute to be in. It's a decision to use network, leverage, and collaboration across areas where we see a gap in society. We're working on areas of new, better, and authenticity, which fits absolutely with the strategy of what meetmagic is. Innovative ways to get people to bring their wealth into society. We focused on youth, with the Youth Impact Foundation, which is an aggregate smaller youth charity. We're working on a collaboration with animal charities for a drive to reduce recidivism. We look towards a collaboration of how we can make that happen. It's an absolute no-brainer when you think of that when Carl called me and said, is there any way you can help with that to Australia? And it was 2 minutes at a ridiculous time. And we wish you well. Welcome. Look forward to spending some time with you and learning how we can reduce recidivism in the world as well. So
Thanks, Gary. I'm not much of a talker, but all I want to do is introduce Raphael. If you've not seen the series, it is quite remarkable, the journey that you're doesn't inspire you. I don't think anything will. It really is one of those journeys of, being locked up for 12 years. None of us could even imagine that. Me, to sit down and have a coffee with him this morning and just feel that you feel what's happening, all that stuff in the background is now about to turn into something focused. One of the things that I'm really proud of with the launch of the is in the UK, it's the only charity that we're supporting. So Raphael knows what Raphael is doing to help people not reoffending and obviously not get into that system just slightly better. That's going to be our only charity that we support in the UK, and we're going to drive 1,000 executives to get on board this year. And every time they have a meeting, they'll support the foundation. It's a simple way for us to do something good for society. So, Raphael, can I just thank you for coming? No pressure.
I feel like I'm something really special when I'm the same as you. I shook the hands of real killers. I've met men who have done such depravity that I don't have no idea to speak that. So being here myself is fearful for me. Some of you might know who I am. Carl and some of the others have talked about me like everybody knows who I am. They don't. I'm a journalist, and I was going to become a journalist because of the unfortunate circumstances of being locked up in prison for a murder and a series of robberies that I didn't commit in the United States. At the time that I was convicted, I was called a murderer. I was called a monster. The national newspaper called in for me to execute one of our leading broadcast most prominent were called in for me to be executed. They didn't know that at the time. They just saw me as an evil murderer and robber because they didn't know the facts. And it was from the confines of a maximum security within a prison, that I had to find a way, and this is kind of part of that message, I had to find a way to open it. I didn't have a handle on the inside. I had to find a way to free myself from the without a handle on the inside. Okay? And the long-term consequence of that, I wish I had a longer time to share the consequences of being in prison. No handle on the inside the door means many years condition. Think about it, the condition because you cannot learn. We've lost the ability to open the door. So when I was first released from prison, I'd walk up to a door and I'd knock for somebody to open it because I'd lost the ability to open the door. Something from childhood, instinct, a behaviour that is now given right. Because if you have the means, you're disabled in a way that you can't do something like that. I lost the ability to open the door because I think confined in a space. And that's no joke, that's not me just telling you the story because it's a powerful story to tell. It's part of the conditioning of being in. Okay, it's part of the decriminalisation of people who are in prison, even guilty people. And I'm not saying you can go to prison and people can go to prison if that's the way you for retribution. But there are consequences to people going to prison. Psychologically, physically, the time that I was in prison was traumatic because I was innocent. I protested my innocence, and therefore I thought that by fighting the team, I had more consequences. Months and months and months of isolation and segregation, it made me in a cell and let off for weeks. The psychological damage increased my ability to stand up, empowering myself. And then I go back to the stories that were told about me at the time that I was convicted and sent to prison for the rest of my life. Imagine 20 years old, you're in a dock at the number one court, the Old Bailey in the United Kingdom, which is our main court. And that you will go to prison for the rest of your natural life. You will never be released. And you know you didn't know you're being in prison for 20 years old. In the years that I was in prison, I learned one thing, and it was change the narrative. I had to get people to tell me I was a murderer of the devil, that the media and that the prison guards believed me to. The only people I want you to believe that was the prisoners. In order for me to survive violence I inflicted on other people to survive in prison, and the violence that I endured in prison, that's what happened. And I'm not an advocate that goes around saying that prisons are violent places, because they're not. Prisons do have violence, of course, but for the most part, there are people who come from marginalised communities, a traumatic background, they've done things out of desperations, or they've been addiction to drugs, to drink, alcohol. I don't think there's very many of you in this group a glass of wine or a beer or something, right? Some people want a little bit more and addiction, and then they're criminalised and they go to prison instead of going to a hospital. It's a health issue. And that's how I see it. I see it in that light, that they need help. They need an issue addressed. I don't want to bore you with the details of what it was like in prison, because I shared those experiences many more. I was very fortunate, and I shared this story with one of the sponsors here tonight. I was asked, how did you that person that they called you in prison working for in your own Netflix success? Why didn't prison work to the point where when I lost that ability over the door, I was able to find the skills to handle and you've got to multiply that by a number of different things. You are deprived of certain things that come naturally in our lives, choices, decisions, taken away from you. You can't make a decision. In all the years that I was in prison, and people would be potting, a chamber pot, plastic. And if I'd had too much water, they had to pick up. And then I had to find another way of peeing, so I through the bottom. For years and years and years, because we didn't have toilets or sinks in the cells I was held in. And now my cell empty in a shop. Lots of other guys who were taking their food. And it was the same slop area that I had on my face. Not with their pee and their food, but running. But my point is, I was dehumanized. I've got all the other people that were in that. And then they've got to come out and be your neighbor. They've got to live with you, they've got to talk to you, you've got to meet these people. Not to be treated that way, you expect them to be in a main way. You want to nice to you, and no one's been nice to them. They've already had a traumatic experience, whatever that is, sexual abuse, physical beatings, whatever it is. And I am not an advocate, again, say that a lot of those that end up making that decision might be out of desperation to warm the water up for their or the milk for their child, and so they don't get caught. That was a false decision. That was even not everybody does that, even though they're themselves in the same predicament, but they don't have what they want themselves or somebody they love and care about. So it's all about decision. And when you're in prison, they're taken away from you. Have a clue. I had to wait for a prison or a member of staff to open that toilet and have the toilet. So can you imagine how difficult it was to do the natural thing when you a prisoner was maybe earlier on with the toilet paper resonates different sphere and area and work, but it resonates when you do and you don't. And somebody else does. That's how much power have over you. But then I was talking to the Congo team who was sponsoring part of the how I got trained. And I told you when I was in prison, I needed to change my study journalism. I knew that if I could manipulate journalism to say that I'm innocent, wrong, was from the murderer, change the narrative about how saw me. At the time in prison, they deemed to be individual. Yeah, I was deemed the most dangerous within in the I was supposed to be the leader. The media did start to change the narrative about who I was. The painting of my picture was changed. It was no longer the man, I was the innocent man. And how could this happen? He was wrongly convicted. And we need to do more. Documentaries, television documentaries were being made by some of our speakers, television programs, etc. I remember watching, they made a program about my what was the justice program, where they questioned the safety of my conviction with the combination of my doing a journalism course. Purely to manipulate, I had no intention of becoming a journalist. It was purely to manipulate stories that were in the media. Once I understood that that was how I could choose the narrative, how I could change the story, how I could get people to care about this little brown boy with other people that were also testing their innocence or in prison and suffering. And some of them became guilty or not guilty. So I had that narrative. I remember watching this documentary, a very small little TV. This is before mobile phones, to prisons. These digital. I remember watching this program, this small TV, the bottom of my bed, hanging from the screws that looked through the holes. I had contraband, which was and I knew then that there was no way out of the criminal justice system. That my conviction, and within 2 years it was. And not happened. My conviction was overturned and I was released. I was free. And some of you might have seen it on two of the programs I've worked come out by my fist and talk about being only convicted and imprisoned for 12 years. The whole of my 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29 in prison. Not a day of my 20 years of your life. Girls, you discover drugs, you discover friendship, sex, all those things that should be experimented. I didn't get to experience. I didn't get to experience. I was violent. Violence on me. So I lost all those years, 32, when I got out. So 12 years, every day of my 20s in prison for a crime I did. But it wasn't in a prison within a prison. Prisons. Escorted by 2 prison officers everywhere. When I left my cell, I was in that years after I'd been in prison. But I was released because my conviction was overturned because the evidence proved that that I didn't commit the crime. That's another story, the detail of the evidence. In a year of being released from prison, I was at the back of the old BBC Centre in central London, where some of my prestigious programs were being made. And I met the then editor of what was a very prestigious radio program, Radio 4 Today program. You know, every politician wants to be on that. Prime Minister, all the CEOs of all the big companies would be listening to this particular program because it was a mover and shaker program that told you what was going to happen. Not just that day, but the next week and the next month. You know, that's what that program was. And I met the editor. It's very powerful individual. At the back of the television, within a year of coming out of prison. I was saying earlier on, they said, well, you speak really well, I can see how that happened. No, I didn't. I came out of prison talking with a southeast accent and prison friends. We wanted to make sure prison officers didn't understand what you were talking about. How this editor even understood what I was saying when he was offering me a job. You know, he saw something. My message, this is the moral of the story. He saw something in me and gave me an opportunity. He saw something in me and decided to give me an opportunity. It might have been that he wanted to fix the sort of brown boy who lived in criminality, had been in prison for these years and criminal did those true crime stories. And I brought that to him. And so when I exploited the BBC and I went on to the journalist, smuggling documents. I shared that story with Carl the other night. He found it quite exciting. He got quite excited about how you smuggled diamonds from Sierra Leone to the UK. It was exposing the trading conflict. Because one thing prison taught me was humanity. One thing prison taught me was honesty, credibility, authenticity. Things that I said on the BBC. And now I want so wrongdoing, but I could look at injustice, but wrongdoing, people doing things that harmed other people, controlled societies and people's lives. I wanted to expose things that people could use as for change. So I had this very, how much time I've got left, Carl, but I had this very successful career at the BBC for 15, 16 years, working on the most prestigious programs, from that Today program, becoming a television presenter, undercover journalist, for the most prestigious investigative current affairs program, Panorama, where I exposed some of the biggest things in the world. And that was a year of coming out of prison. 12 years in prison in one institution, another 50 institution. Then I got the opportunity to work for the new Netflix. And that was a tough one because they were asking me to prison willingly, expose the world of prison. And I did it, and I did it because they paid me to do it. It's as simple as that. That's the truth. When I was in the prison, I moved up a New Guinea, Ukraine, in many places around. I haven't seen it's called inside prisons, and I literally on the first day get taken to some maximum security prison in somewhere in the world. Haven't allowed me yet to do it here. Then I immerse myself in literally I step down from a prison bank, a police car, a horse, it depends where I am in the world and how they bring their prisoners to prison. And then I become that prisoner. After 2 years fighting to get out of prison, I need to be back in because I know that the men and the women that I meet in the environment, society, and know that they are human beings who have made mistakes. Things are just not be in prison and not because they should be. But I am an advocate that they need to be they're still human beings. They don't have to become your neighbours. Many of them will. And many of them are you and me. I was then. You may never experience prison, but you did quite easily make a decision, make a your fault, and you end up becoming a prisoner. And I bet your $1 you wouldn't want to be treated with humanity. Be treated in a way that many people. And so experiencing many of the prisons that I've been to around the world, depending on their resources, whether they invest in government, if they're financially or not, manpower. I knew that there was more that could be done, which is why I set up the Redfield Foundation. A foundation that just is simple, we improve the basic human rights for people that are in prison. People from trying to improve the basic human rights of the people. I distinguish because if you can improve it, I think do need to be fed, clothed. They do need to have hygiene. They do need to have access to medical products. They do need to have access to medication. That's our basic human rights, especially when you're in institutions where you can't make those decisions for yourself. By doing that, you create a foundation, in my view, for rehabilitation, or showing off that no, Carl can't say it. A few other people can't say that word, recidivism. That's what it's about. It's about laying the foundation for changing in life. I spoke to some of the other charities. It's a fantastic work. Say, like I did when I met Eddie. I didn't need that. I don't know what I would have become. I had no aspirations, no ambition. I was free. I was just starting. It was my 40s, but just starting the journey. When I went to prison when I was 20, I'm out of 32, but I still had the mentality of a 20-year-old. I wanted to enjoy my life. And I did. Become the BBC journalist, traveling in exposure to speak to arms, doing lots of things like IRA and lots of things. You can read it in my book called The Trouble Quite online, that is actually done. That's why I set up my foundation. And then I met Carl through Jameson, who reached out to me because he heard my interviews on we had a conversation. He introduced me to Carl, me and Carl. We resonated because we had a similar background. Just like Dr. Coe probably got a similar background. And we talked about the work that we do with meetmagic. And then it made me realise I go to talk to give these kinds of talks, to an audience of what it's like to buy a prison. And I really do ramp it up. That kind of hand along the door goes on for ages. Because they don't know what they feel my take emotional journey because I get really emotional. 20 years ago, I've been out of prison. I know what it feels like. And I want them in the room to feel exactly the same as I felt. So they listen to what I'm doing, that they want to get engaged. And if not me, somebody else it's similar work. When I was first Carl started to me about this meetmagic thing, I realised I'd missed the truth. This is not me plugging meetmagic. This is the truth of it. If I get you right to go around the world, and I choose this where I want to go, depending which paying the most money. But it's not about that. It's because meetmagic offers me something I didn't have, and that is at the end of these kind of talks that I didn't know how to end it. It's like the lady said earlier on, we're not used to these. We go through an experience, we share that experience. But I didn't know that at the end of it, I should say to those CEOs in the decision-makers in the room to give me more than just listen to me talk about the suffering I and others gone through. I didn't know how to end that conversation. Yeah, I knew to say to them, support the work that I did help people in prison. The kids, there are other worthy causes that they could support in their life. So meetmagic gave me the opportunity to think what I need to do is say to them, if you want to help, and I do this in meetings, but I do it in one-on-one meetings with people where I can come up from that meeting and just simply say to them, there is something you can do. Fine, I'm interest with my foundation. There is to sign up to meetmagic because every time you have a meeting for 45 minutes with me, I've asked Carl about this so many times to make me understand it. Every time you have a meeting with someone, we don't need £300 change someone's life. And if anything I've said to you, anything we talked about, I've shared with you, that's you people in the room that can make this decision that haven't done it already. It's got to be a good thing. It's got to be a good feeling. Even if you don't really believe it, mean it, want to do it. It's got to be a good thing because you are helping somebody. I do the same. Make a decision to employ like a human being for years. For years. So meet magic for me is about being able to ask with this new impact card as well, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, where I'm sort of saying, what is it? I'm not suspicious. I'm a journalist. I'm investigating instructors. I'm not taking it at face value. But what's it for you? What are you getting now? What? I'm doing what I do best. I'm asking questions. But I'm so impacted by it. I'm so impacted by it. A no-brainer to come in and say, yeah, I'll sign up for this. It's something that you're not being offered everywhere else in the world. And it's so simple and so straightforward. It does make it. And it's so thank you for the end for the goals. Thank you.
If you just stay there, would you have a little bit for you? Well, invite a couple of special guests, actually. Emma, one of my board advisors, Emma's very senior at Endeavour Energy, Steve Cox, who is the current CEO of Destination New South Wales, probably arguably the man responsible for all the tourism in the state, and this is him here. Emma's been an amazing support for me since she was the head of regulatory affairs at Westpac, and thank you for all of your support. And Steve was the same. He was the CEO of Dimmox. And I think it was a charity that you read. Yeah, it was that got me inspired by that. So I just wanted to say a couple of words. Emma.
Sure, no worries. I'll keep it short. I think I'll across all the see head up here. So we'll come up and talk about the why they're here, why they care about meetmagic. How Carl, such an amazing cross section of supporters who on both sides want to do good through the way they can. So really pleased to be here, Carl.
Thanks, Carl, and thanks for fascinating. Well, good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be here, and to Georgia and Carl and all of the meetmagic team, congratulations. When Carl got in touch, he's infectious, as you would know. I've known him for a number of years. We share a trainer sometimes in our building, and we live over in New Potts Point. It was really a no-brainer for me. Whilst I run Destination in South Wales, we're putting on all the lights up there for Vivid at the moment. At the end of the day, what inspires me and what is the creativity of the community and to get the better outcome. I think Carl and Georgia, the great examples of a city show. Yes, go out of the yes, going out and the lockout laws being repealed is part of what makes it's been. But really, it's about people, and it's about connections with people, and it's about creative people doing creative things. An incredible idea is being brought to life by the most exciting, vibrant city in the world, right here in Sydney. So for me, to Carl, Georgia, everybody, Phil, thanks for your inspiring story. You're better than anyone towards connections and the ability to be able to do. I will always remember the day I walked down there on the very first year of the afternoon and saw and asked to get me at 200. But we saw that everyone out with face masks on, and that meant so much to me. And the car, who knows, in years to come, impact can impact. So, Raphael, obviously, I'm very excited about this, the UK-based foundation work. George, do you want to do this? So we're kickstarting this impact card with, obviously, 8 charities on there, and they're all, I think, all in the room today. So when you join meetmagic, you can log in, you can schedule a meeting, and you can pick a charity to choose from. So we're going to launch with a $30,000 donation to the Raphael Road. And if you can see, it's not a check. It's a card. So, Steve, would you come in and just take a picture, Emma, please? And can I get the meetmagic team up here? It's Polyak, get up here, Julie, then. Get the card. No, thank you. Emma, yeah, come on, Ryan. Just take a picture. And please do us all a favour. Just get like that. Because literally, we've got no funding for marketing. So you become our marketing. And what Raphael was talking about with advocacy and doing stuff. All these pictures going on LinkedIn, etc. Please just tag meetmagic, whatever. But we need all the help we can get to get the word out. So please, thank you. Oh, yeah, get up here. Excuse me. No, get up here. Oh, sorry, come here. She's out of quality control. Get up here. No, you can't hop in. Thank you all for coming, by the way. There's obviously lots of drinks there. I know, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you, Raphael. You're an absolutely beautiful human being. You're the chef. Not at all.
Pretty cool day. It is. You see the tree? I don't know if I'm on this thing. Just become like
Oh.
I need to, yeah. My daughter will lose her mind.
Hi.
Do like a double thumbs up.
Do you want one?
Yeah. Where are you? I've never known where I am.
I don't know about you, but come on.
See that JK? Good idea, actually. With the mouse with the chips and the
I've already asked to do my 4-year-old birthday cake.
That one, is it?
Uh,
I reckon you can make a better one.
She's pretty, this lady is pretty.
Yeah.
Agnes not this over yet. Yes. Carl? Yeah. You wanted on LinkedIn.
Oh, wow.
You've done it? Yeah. Yeah, baby. Are you streaming? You go live. That's so good. Oh. Yeah, you got that. You met us, yeah. This is how we build the shit. Guys, thank you for this project. We'll be amazing. We're going to spend a huge amount of money. Yeah. But the philosophy is don't spend 20 grand, spend 5, prove the ROI, and then if you well, I'm just as long as Jose is not I'll take
Yeah. Bye, everyone.